Hi everyone, this is Sandy, Create the Heart, and I'm back with another video on, stash busting Christmas. So I have a ton of cards that I would love to send to someone, or to many people. So if you would like a card sent to you, a holiday card, please email me at scoop71@yahoo.com, and I would love to send you a Christmas card because I think it's really at the heart of what we do, which is sending, some happy mail in the form of a card, right? Because especially if you're a card maker. So, Stash Busting Christmas. So basically that series is really about busting out the Christmas stuff that I've been hoarding and stashing and using it or losing it, meaning putting it in a big destash, which I'm going to be doing a big destash probably in a couple of days. And what this has really taught me is that if I'm not going to use it, or I bought it because it's a fad, then I need to either come to terms with the fact that I'm not going to use it or actually use it. So hopefully I'll be ready to part with some of those items in this destash. But in the meantime, I also usually, last year I did this, I stamped a ton of stamps that I didn't get to use because I have so much stuff. I didn't get to use last year. So I stamped a bunch of stuff, I colored it out, and I put it away in my Christmas stash. And so I need to use it or lose it. So anyway, I decided to make a bunch of cards. These ones are Christmas, or they could be winter cards. I mean, I could, if I wanted to, make them into a birthday card or a thank you card or so on. These ones probably more so are more Christmassy. My next and last video on the Stash Busting Christmas will be probably more thank you card oriented. But these are all gnomes that from LDRS that I never, polka doodles, I think it is, that I never got to use. So I stamped them. I colored them, and then I just have them in my stash. And so all I did then was die cut some sentiments in various glitter papers and so on that I had in my stash as well. So some of these cards I'm using just a little bit of paper, and that is really just a way to get rid of my scrap. So if I use it for a full panel, I end up with this scrap that's about 2 inches. I go ahead and I place that inch more, 4 1/4 or 5 1/4, so 1 1/4 inches. I go ahead and I use at the bottom of the card. So here's this first one, and then here's this one, which is the same but different. I colored them differently, and this one says "Be Merry." This one is "Fa La La." And this one is Noel. This is from Little Inkers, and I had stamped this out, and it was just sitting in my stash, so I just went ahead and placed it on a card. There we go. Now you're nice. And then I had this panel already cut out, and then I had this in my stash as well, so I just used it on top of there. And so for a lot of these, I used my cat scrappiness dies to die cut the panels out, so they gave it a little bit of a decorative edge. And so those are the first round of cards that I made using those gnome panels that I had stamped and colored last season. So here they are, ready to be used. And so again, if you'd like a card sent to you, a holiday card, little happy mail, scoop71@yahoo.com with your mailing address, and I will get a card out to you this week. Thank you for watching. This is Cindy, Create the Heart.